I had known for the last year that he was going to kill me. I was not naive of that at all. What had happened is a year almost to the day before, I had left him with my kids and gone to a women's community house. And my parents had helped me find a lawyer, and I'd gone to speak to a lawyer. And when I talked about custody, because the only reason I wanted to live was for my kids, the lawyer said we better hurry because he may get custody. He came from a well-off family. And that isolation, one of the things that I have come to learn for me to be my truth, is that when I was in that isolation, that's how I felt I was going to stay safe. I had hopes and I had dreams, just like anybody does. And I think some people struggle to understand that. But I was just an ordinary person, having ordinary hopes and dreams, and I wanted a family. And each time something happened, I went back thinking that it was going to be all right this time. My family, I know they were concerned. Again, they didn't have a good idea of what was going on, but they were concerned. But they didn't know what to do, and they didn't know how to help. And I wasn't letting them in. My trust was low. My trust was low in the police. My trust was low in somebody calling Children's Aid. I couldn't let anything out because I just wanted this to work. So that's how I became isolated. One of the things that Neighbours, Friends and Family have helped to shift is our whole societal views. That whole systemic thing that came down is whatever happens behind closed doors is to stay behind closed doors. That's a very powerful conditioning that happens in our society. And we are breaking through that. So I think part of the Neighbours and the family beliefs before, the norms were let them be. Don't interfere in other people's family businesses. So even though people would notice, and my parents certainly would have seen some signs, the neighbors, even rural neighbors, would have seen that I was never around. I think Neighbours, Friends and Family material has helped to shift that norm and make it a community responsibility to become aware and to feel like they have the right to go and speak to that person. I believe that those tools are extremely helpful. And I believe that as they're put in doctors' offices, they're put in offices for agencies of violence against women, but they're put in places where perhaps people wouldn't ordinarily be talking about how to get involved, how to talk to a woman who's been abused, how to talk to a man who's abusive. Often, there's no wrong door. Often it is the medical services. Often it is the churches. Often it is. That material is just sitting there, waiting to be picked up in a discreet way when that woman or that man feels safe to do so. I think that is big. I think